So factor affecting equilibrium. First I am going to discuss about the change in concentration. Change in concentration or effect of the concentration. Effect of concentration. Effect of change in concentration of any of the product or reactant. What will happen? Okay, effect of the change in concentration of the product or the reactant. Leach-Ateliers principle is there, you can just read that principle, but what happens actually in this case, I'm going to explain you. Let's say there is a reaction this way, A plus B is in equilibrium with C plus D, right? Let's say initial, this is something 5, or let's say this is 10 and this is also 10, this is 0, at time t is equal to 0. Right. So what happens as the time proceed? Let's say time is equal to 1 minute. This will fall. This will become something 7. This will become 7. This will become 3 and 3. Right. So let's say after some time, equilibrium is attained. Let's say time something 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, let's say this becomes 2. This becomes 4, and this also becomes 2, and this becomes 2. Right. Means this is the time at which equilibrium is attained. Right, means over here we are going to find a Kc will be for this will be what, 2 into 2, and this is 2 into 4. So what would be a Kc for this will be is equal to how much, 0.5. like this is what the Kc is. Now this reaction, this system is in equilibrium, right? Means equilibrium constant is there. Kc I am getting to be 0.5. Now I add some amount of the D from the external source. Means I have changed the concentration of the D. I am changing. Let's say I am adding more 4 amount of the B. Okay. What I'll do is to make it more simple. Let's say I am adding more amount of the D. 4 amount. I am adding 4 amount of the D. Means my QC, means reaction won't be at equilibrium. 2 will become what? Now this Kc, when you add more amount of the external, let's say I have added a 2 amount of the, or I have added a 4 extra amount of the D in the product side. So it won't be QC now because equilibrium is disturbed, right? So this will be what? 6, no? Earlier it was 2, you are adding more over here. This is plus 4 you are adding. So this is 6. So 2 into 4. So I want this reaction is not at equilibrium. So reaction will go in a backward direction so that whatever is done, it is, just undo the effect. Like what will happen if this goes in a backward direction? Reaction of the D is going to surely fall and that of A is going to increase. Yes. Means in this case, what it should be? It may be like, this. So this is 2, and I will write that concentration of this will fall to something 5. Right, and this is 2, and concentration of 4, like this other thing is increasing, right? You have added 4 amount, right? So these are just values I am taking just to understand that. Fine, let's say this is increasing to something 10, this is increasing to something 10. So what would be the answer? This will get cancelled, and this is going to become 0.5, and this is no more a QC now. Right, it will be a Kc because they want to attain. So some of the reaction will go in a backward direction. That is what the change, like if you increase the concentration of the product, reaction will go in a backward direction. To summarize this in a simplest way, we can say that increase in the concentration of the product, see those values which were taken, just random I had taken just to make you understand. So increase in concentration of the product, increase in concentration of product, reaction goes in a backward direction. Reaction goes in backward direction. Backward direction. One more time, reaction will go in a backward direction. One more condition is that decrease in the concentration of the reactant. Other is decrease in concentration of reactant. After equilibrium, if you are removing some amount of the B from this, then also reaction will go in a backward direction. Then also reaction goes in backward direction. What is the meaning of this? Meaning of this is that equilibrium shifts towards left. This is what it means, right? So same way for the increase in the concentration of the reactant, same way for increase in concentration of reactant, reaction proceeds further. Reaction goes in forward direction. And same way, decrease in concentration of reactant. What did I say? Yeah, again I am saying the same thing. Increase in a concentration of the product, reactant, yes, not same thing, sorry. Increase in the concentration, yes, forward, and a decrease in the concentration of the product. This is product now. Reaction goes in a forward direction. Reaction goes in forward direction. Reaction goes in a forward direction. Right? So this, what is the meaning of this? Equilibrium shifts in right hand side. Here it is left hand side, no? So it is that way. So this is the effect of the change in concentration. When the reaction is already at equilibrium, you are changing the concentration of the reactant and product. This is how the equilibrium will shift. Next is effect of the change in pressure. Second is effect of change in pressure. Pressure on equilibrium. Means where the equilibrium is going to shift. Effect of change in pressure on equilibrium. So remember this rule. So increase in pressure. Okay. So remember this, increase in pressure. First is increase in pressure shifts. What will happen is that if you increase the pressure of the system, shifts equilibrium towards lesser number of gaseous moles. Okay, remember this. And decrease in pressure shifts equilibrium towards more number of gaseous moles. What is the meaning of this? Let's take this example. This is nitrogen gas. This is 3 moles of H2 giving you 2 moles of ammonia gas. Right? Equilibrium reaction. This is at equilibrium. So if you increase the pressure, which side there is a less number of the gaseous moles? This side, right? If you increase the pressure of the system, what will happen is that equilibrium in this case shifts equilibrium towards a lesser number of moles. Means if you increase the pressure of this system, equilibrium shifts in the right direction, and decrease in the pressure means what? Shifts equilibrium towards the more number of the moles. Means if you decrease the pressure, the equilibrium shifts in a backward direction for this reaction. So here basically depends upon what is the value of the delta n. So so you can just make a note. I am not going to write this. See, delta n is here, delta n is negative. Delta n is negative, no? 2 minus 3 plus 1, 2 minus 4, it is minus 2. So increase in pressure shifts equilibrium toward the less. See, this statement is enough. Okay, don't worry about that. Just understand this. Increase in pressure shifts equilibrium towards a lesser number of gaseous mole, and decrease in pressure shifts equilibrium towards a more number of the moles. But if it is a case like this, if there is a reaction this way, H2 gas and H2 gas reacts to form 2 moles of HI gas. Over here delta n is equal to 0. How? 2 minus 1 plus 1, 2 minus 1 plus 1. So 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. So when delta n, when there are equal number of gaseous moles on both the side, reactant and pressure, there is no effect of the pressure. So you can make a note, when delta n equals to 0, there is no effect, on equilibria due to change in pressure. Simple. Okay, next is effect of the effect of the temperature. The concentration is done, pressure is done. Now third is effect of change in temperature on equilibrium. Okay, see, the rule is very simple. Like if you have understood the effect of change in concentration on reactant, here also these things will be very easy. The rule is that there are two kinds of reaction. One is exothermic reaction, and other is endothermic reaction. See, understand this. Endothermic, right? So here exothermic means what? Heat is released, right? Heat is released means over here heat is a release in the product side. Here heat is absorbed. Means let's say there is one reaction A, and exothermic means what? A plus B giving you what? C plus some amount of the heat, right? And endothermic means what? A plus B absorbs some heat and gives you product D. Okay, like here in exothermic I can say heat as a product, and in endothermic I can say heat as the reactant, right? So when you increase the temperature, for exothermic reaction increase in temperature, it is as good as you are increasing the concentration of the product, right? You are increasing the heat. So reaction goes in a backward direction. Understand this. Reaction goes in backward direction, and decrease in temperature is opposite. Reaction goes, this arrow is important, equilibrium arrow. The reaction goes in forward direction. So decrease in temperature, reaction goes in a forward direction, or we can say that equilibrium shifts towards LHS. You can write left hand side, shift towards LHS, and here shift towards RHS, right? So what is the thing for the endothermic? For endothermic it's opposite, means increase in temperature, equilibrium shifts. Okay, reaction goes in a forward, backward means it is as good as writing. We can write reaction goes in forward direction. This is for endothermic reaction. So here heat, you are increasing the, like it is, you are increasing the concentration of the reactant. So obviously equilibrium will shift towards the right. That is what we do. So reaction goes in a forward direction means what? Reaction, equilibrium shift towards right. Equilibrium shift towards right. And decrease in temperature, what happens? Reaction goes in a backward direction. Reaction goes in backward direction. Means what happens? Equilibrium shift towards left. Okay, equilibrium shift towards the left. So this is the whole idea about the effect of the temperature on a equilibrium. Last effect is effect of the catalyst. Last is effect of the catalyst. So this wire, wire makes a problem. Next is effect of the catalyst. Catalyst does not affect the equilibrium. Fourth, I will write. Fourth, effect of the catalyst. Effect of the catalyst. Catalyst means what? A species which increases the speed of the reaction. Catalyst does not have any effect on equilibrium. Why? It increases rate of both forward as well as backward reaction. So catalyst doesn't have any effect on a shift of the equilibrium. So here the question which is asked, just have a look at the question. Read the question. Like this is based on a concept of the factor affecting the equilibrium on change in a parameters like a temperature, concentration, pressure. Right? Read this. This is a reaction, and what they are saying is solution is blue. Means this product's the solution mixture is blue at a room temperature. However, it turns pink when cooled in a freezing mixture. Which of the following expression is correct? Means what they are saying is that for a forward reaction, means this is a forward reaction. For this, when you cool, means reaction is turning pink. No, you are getting where it is getting pink. Means earlier it was pink. It has changed to this and it has formed an equilibrium. It is having a certain color. It is having a certain color at what? Means this blue color. This is a blue color solution. This is blue color at room temperature. But if you cool this will go in a backward direction. So which of the option is correct? You can pause this video for some time and think over this and get the answer. See, this is a question which is based on a factor affecting the temperature. Right, like effect of the temperature on equilibrium, where the equilibrium will shift. So like this is decrease in temperature. Decrease in temperature, you are getting a pink, means reaction is going in a backward direction. Right, means what type of reaction is this? Like we have to identify whether it is exothermic, endothermic, means delta H is positive, negative or zero, or can't be predicted from this. See, this is delta H is positive, means it is endothermic reaction. Endothermic, and this is exothermic. Right, so exothermic reaction is this, no, reactant plus reactant giving you a product plus heat. This is exothermic reaction. And what is endothermic? Reactant plus heat giving you product. This is endothermic, and this is exothermic. Right, when you decrease the concentration, when you decrease the temperature, reaction goes in backward direction. In which case, decrease in temperature will go in a backward direction. It is this, if you decrease the temperature, means you are decreasing the heat, reaction will go in a backward direction, right? So it is endothermic reaction. Endothermic means what? Delta H is positive. So the answer is A over here. So answer is simple.